for today, I have got a very special guest on my YouTube channel. So what I'm basically planning on doing for this month, which is Women's Month, is I am going to be interviewing some very prolific, female jewelry designers in the country. Just picking their brains about what it takes to start a jewelry business in the country, and their roles and what they feel they can contribute to the industry as women. And I thought this would be an important thing to do because we need to shine a light on as many of us as we possibly can. And myself being a jeweler, I think we can only benefit if everybody that's working together with you benefits as much as you are. So that's kind of what I am planning to do with this series of interviews that I'll be doing. But for today, my very first guest is somebody who's running a very successful business right now, Elegante Magnificent.
The name of the business is actually Elegante.
Okay.
It's Elegante. And then the magnificent simplicity is our slogan.
Okay, so let's just get straight into it. Nox, please tell us a little bit about your business and what it specializes in.
So what we do is we specialize in custom-made jewelry, not only for our private clients but also for our wholesale clients, where people with their own brand. They can come to us and then we just design and manufacture for them, or they can come with their own designs and then all we do is manufacture for them.
Okay.
So I think that's what we really, really specialize in. That's the core of our business, where we actually manufacture for other brands. Yeah.
Okay, no, that sounds really interesting. I think, doing the wholesale business part of it, I'm sure it is quite taxing, because if a client is asking for a lot of things, you need to now produce a huge amount of numbers.
Yeah.
So kudos to you for being able to do that. So all the best moving forward. Hopefully it'll keep growing from strength to strength with it.
It's actually all part of the plan. Because with us doing wholesale pieces, it actually generates cash into the business.
Right.
So we can actually sponsor the business in terms of it growing some more, where we do have our own pieces as well, pieces that we post on our social media, pieces that belong to us. So we don't really post our clients' work on our social media.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay, cool. So just tell us, of all the businesses that you could have gone into or that you could have started, why did you decide on jewelry specifically?
Well, okay, for starters, jewelry chose me.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, because actually I initially wanted to study architecture, and then I had taken a gap year before, after my matric, and then when I applied for architecture, there was no space at UJ. The only space that was available was at the jewelry department. So I was like, you know what, I do not want to take a gap year again. So I just went in, and then I let nature take its course. So that's why we're here now.
Running a successful business. I can see a workshop behind you, so I can see that. Even your pieces there behind you, those look quite interesting.
Do you want me to?
Yeah, please, let's have a look. Wow.
These are our gents rings collection.
I've seen that on your social media. I've seen that. Wow.
Yes. So these are our designs, but even if there's a client that actually, let's say they want one of our pieces, but they want to do them as wholesale, we are definitely open to that. We also do that. We do sell our own design to clients as wholesale.
Okay. Based on everything that you've said now, it's leading to my next question about what would you say sets your business apart? I think doing that as somebody who's just started out, and you're building on the experience that you have, the wholesale part of things in your business, would you say that's the one thing that sets your business apart? Because that's kind of my next question. What would you say sets your business apart?
I would definitely say so, because from what I've seen, a lot of businesses they are so into themselves. Like they just want to design their own collection, get their brand out there, but not realizing that, okay, for my wholesale clients, they already have a client base.
Right.
So it's easier for them to actually get the sales, than it is for us to actually have our own range and put our own stuff, because we're small. I mean,
that's very
people
smart.
don't know about us yet, So I think that's really what sets our business apart, because we actually look like at the bigger picture.
Yeah.
Let's do what we can now, and then we can grow from there.
So it's kind of like you're a supplier to your retail partners. So you make the stuff and then they sell it because of the name that they've started to build.
100%.
I really like the business model. Definitely.
I think that's what. Yeah, that's what keeps our business running, really.
That's fantastic, Nox. That sounds amazing. It's a really good business model to follow, I think, as well, because as you said, the people that are coming to you already have a client base. So all you're doing is fulfilling what their order is, and then they'll be able to sell that, and you're still making your business and they're still making their business. I really like that.
Yeah.
I really like that. Okay, cool. So with my next question, seeing that it is Women's Month at the moment, and you being a woman in the industry, how would you describe being a woman in the jewelry industry today?
Well, being a woman in the jewelry industry is very, very hard. Being young, being a woman, being Black is quite a challenge. But then, like my motto in life is to do, like, just give it all that you can, regardless of whatever anybody says or whatever anybody thinks. So you just need to, push as much as you can, You can't just say because this person said no, because they don't trust you, because you are young and you're a female, so you're just gonna let it go. No, if they say no, there's another person that is willing to give you that chance, So it's really up to the individual.
Right.
Even though it is difficult, but you just need to push as hard as you can.
Just keep pushing. Cool. Yeah, I think that's good advice to give to anybody, even men that are in the business. It just keep pushing, and eventually something will happen. If you are passionate about it, I'm a firm believer in that. If you're passionate about something, if you keep pushing it, it'll pick up. Yes. Yeah, 100%. So just staying on the same vein, there has been an emphasis from the government, to put Black women in business, to give Black women in business a step forward. Would you say that you have benefited from any of the governmental initiatives to assist you in business? Any sort of governmentalist initiative? Would you say you've benefited from that?
I think when it comes to business, our business is very new, so we haven't encountered like a lot of help from the government in terms of business. But in terms of skills development, MQA has been there for me since day one. Because like when I was still studying at UJ, I was using their bursary. And then after I finished studying in UJ, I was awarded a scholarship to go study in Italy for 2 years. And that is all government funded. So I have definitely benefited from governmental institutions. Yeah. Okay.
I think since you've mentioned the international, I was supposed to mention this a bit earlier. Which other places have you gone to in the world, thanks to jewelry? Can you name all that? I just want people to understand just how important you are and how well traveled you've been, thanks to jewelry.
Okay, so I've been to, like I said, I studied in Italy for 2 years, doing jewelry designing, manufacturing, stone setting, CAD. And I also studied in Belgium. In Belgium, I actually did diamond grading. And then when I came back to South Africa, that's when I started this whole business thing. And then through applying through the Jewelry Council and all of those things, I was awarded chance to go and exhibit in New York.
Yes.
That was the New York Marathon, beginning of this year, which I'm so grateful for because we actually got like a lot of wholesale international clients. Yay!
Wow, fantastic.
And then also last year I went to Singapore, but it was more of a trade mission and understanding the dynamics of actually importing to Singapore as a whole. It wasn't really, yeah. So yeah, that's me. I don't know if I left out another country. I don't know.
Just look at what Jewellery is doing for you. You're traveling the world thanks to this thing that we love so much.
Thank you.
It's amazing.
Thank you to Jewellery. I'm so grateful that Jewellery chose me. I am. I'm very grateful.
Nice. I'm very happy to hear that. I'd also like to do as much traveling as you're doing. Maybe one day we'll get there.
You will. Keep your eyes open for posts and stuff so you can apply and then
The most traveling I've done is just in the country. I've been to different cities. That's as far as my traveling has gone.
But that's good. That's good.
Yeah. Okay. So what are your thoughts on the representation of women in the industry today? Do you think that there is enough representation? And if not, how do you think we can change that?
I don't think there's a lot of representation because I don't think there's actually a lot of women in this trade still. Because like I said, we are not given a chance to actually even prove ourselves that we can do what the men are doing, you know. I really don't think there's a lot of representation of women.
Okay.
In fact, there's none. I think the only woman jeweler that I know who is super successful is Jenna Clifford.
Right. Yeah, she's the only one that does come to mind. Yeah,
you know. So there's really not much of representation there on our part.
Do you think there is something that we can do to change that as a collective?
Honestly, I really believe you as the individual, you need to put yourself out there. You mustn't wait for, now I'm waiting for people to actually recognize who I am. No, we have social media. You can put yourself out there, put your work out there, you know? So I don't know if there's much other people can do for you.
Okay.
It's all up to you. Like I cannot stress that enough. It's all up to the individual.